There we go, the mic is on. Everyone be sure to let me know how the audio levels are, because I have control over it, but I don't know what it sounds like on the other end. So let me know if I am too loud, if the music is too loud, if one or the other is too soft, and help me get a nice little balance going. I'm experimenting a little bit with the backgrounds and whatnot. So as you can see, I'm going to full screen this so I can see it better myself. That's what I have going on right now. It feels like it's... why is the quality so bad? Or is this just me? Is this maximum 360p? Really? Hold on a second. This can't be right. Oh, technical things always have to be so annoying. Hey, at least this ad's playing, which means I get to make my nice little 20 cents. Alright, chat, let me know how you are doing, and let me know if the video is coming out okay. So if I go here... okay, so it can be 1080p. Okay, good. Okay. And thus marks the end of this 4.5-year journey of the Epic of Dragon Ball. I'm still... hasn't really sunk in yet. After this, I'm gonna go out to eat, find a nice little restaurant, have a little celebratory meal, hoping I'm saying that correctly, and celebrate that I actually made it to the end of this thing. I'm not gonna lie, there were times in which I wondered if I actually was, if I was going to finish it, if I was just gonna say to hell with this, cause, well, reasons. When I began this project, 2018, I had... how many views? I did not have many at all. By the time the whole thing began, I think I was still under 100 subscribers. But it was a passion project. As evidenced by the fact that, aside from the first video, the rest of them are not monetized at all. So I get $0 and 0 cents for all that I've done up until that point. It is what it is. I'm trying to think of a good way to put this so I don't sound like an asshole. I'm trying to make this a happy stream and not a let's complain about things stream. There's a lot of YouTubers out there who care more so about the numbers than the product. I am reverse. I care more about the product as opposed to the numbers, and I hope that the product brings in the numbers after the fact. For example, this video, I think it only had... the most I saw was 9 concurrent viewers at once, and I was one of them. But that's okay. Because the 2 videos on this channel that I had going viral, the Naruto video and the Gurren Lagann video, they were not like that when they came out. It took over a year before they caught any kind of traction. So that's what I'm kind of hoping with this video and this whole series. I feel like part 7 was the best part I had, even though there was a multitude of things which I did, or which I wanted to do, but either couldn't or didn't, for various reasons. The way the video was going to end was going to be a little bit different, but I decided that the editing process was going to look nice, but it didn't really give the same message or feel. And I do not want to be one of those people who put on a lot of flashy lights to distract people from the actual thing of what I'm doing. What tea am I making? Oh yeah, the Elden tea, which is my most expensive and... is it the... yeah, it is the rarest tea I have. The lowest cost ingredient I have, I think, is like $7 a pound. This is around $100 a pound, to give you an idea of its specialness. And so only drink it on special occasions. I am quite happy that this finally made it to the end. I don't know if this was everything I wanted to do, but frankly, when I do projects like this, it usually isn't. I'm usually unhappy about something because it's not the essence of perfection. So it's kind of hard to know. But I do feel that part 7 was the best one out of all of them. They all had their own little feel to them. I'm happy how it turned out. All of them turned out. Part 3 is probably part 1 is my least favorite because I was worried too much about keeping it monetized. And that's my fault. Aside from that, part 3, the ending was not as solid as I would have liked. In fact, at some point I'm going to put all these guys together and release just one giant, 3-hour, however long it is, parts 1 through 7 video. I'm going to do minor edits to the mistakes, which either I didn't catch or I accidentally left in. So what happened with this little edit, when Goku was doing the Spirit Bomb, some of you might have caught there was like a weird little audio thing where what I was saying didn't really flow into itself well. What happened was that scene took a couple of edits, and when I was doing the final run through, I caught it after I rendered the whole thing and saved it. So I went in, did a little edit. It was supposed to say, and after Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, it was still not enough. And I saved that video as well, but I then uploaded the first video and deleted the second, because I am competent like that. It is what it is, I guess. A minor mistake, but I don't think it should take away from the entirety of what the video was. I already got some comments flowing in, which I'm highly grateful for. And again, I'm looking at the chat. I know we got some concurrent viewers. Feel free to let me know what you thought about it in the chat. The video is 6 out of 10 compared to my last 10 videos. Usually they fall between 20 and 40. This was 25 views as of now. And I expect it to grow. I'm hoping that people will share it and it'll gain some steam. Out of all the different shows out there, Dragon Ball holds that special something in my heart that not many shows are really able to tap in. Like I mentioned in the video, there might be plot holes, there might be inconsistencies to say the least, but the overall feel and message of this entire thing has just been... there's a reason it's still going strong. I'm looking forward to when the show returns because I know what the next 2 arcs are, the Moro arc and Granola arc. To those who have not read the manga, it's still going on and we just finished the second major arc. And it finished in an interesting way because it left some questions, let's just say. I don't mean in a bad way, I mean in a, how can I put it without spoiling? There's a big villain who is still alive and running around doing villainous things. But the saga has ended. We've not really had that before. At the end of Frieza saga, Frieza was defeated. It came back, but was instantly defeated again. At the end of Cell was defeated. At the end of Boo was defeated. On and on and on. In this case, not so much. But you can all see that when the show comes back. So what am I gonna do now after all this? Am I gonna do more Dragon Ball videos? I'm not going to say no, but it's not too likely. Because I do not want to become a Dragon Ball YouTube channel. As much as I love Dragon Ball. The main focus is still anime, secondary T. Something which I gotta do is I made a promise that if my Good and Login video hit 100,000 views, I would make a sequel to it. So I gotta get to work on that. And there's a couple of other smaller videos that I also wish to make. I don't know yet exactly how I'm going to structure everything, because I'm in a weird in-between space with this. You know, after you finish a long anime that's really good... I think you've covered Dragon Ball? Yeah, I think I covered Dragon Ball. I'm in a weird space because, you know, after you finish a long-running anime that's just really good and it ends and you kind of feel like, what do I do with my life now? It's kind of like that. Hello, Night Court. Thank you for joining us. And Analog Drifts, the moderator. So that's kind of how I am right now. I kind of want to just relax and enjoy the fact that somehow I managed to finish this. In between all of the chaos and messed up shenanigans that was going on between 2018 and 2022. What anime will I cover now? In terms of this length, there's not going to be anything that I'm going to cover at this length. I've already written a script for Attack on Titan, and I might do a video on that. I also might not, because complicated reasons. Though I really want... I'll put it like this. I want to make that Attack on Titan video really badly. But certain things, namely the way YouTube has been going, is making me wonder if I should. It's not going to be monetized, I can promise you that. So it's not a monetization issue, it's a... YouTube's policies may not like me asking the questions that I ask thing. Such as, how justified was Eren Yeager's mass genocide of the planet? Not exactly a question that is going to get a lot of love. Bleach, if I did a video on Bleach, it'll be in the same sense for Naruto. How Bleach destroyed its world building. Because Bleach had one of the most interesting build-ups and arcs. Going to the Save Rukia arc. And then it just kind of tossed it all aside. So it would be a video of how Bleach destroyed its world building. I can give you a spoiler to that. They took everything that worked in the previous saga to rescue Rukia. They tried to duplicate it, but it just didn't work. But I am going to do the Gurren Lagann video, the sequel to my other one. Just gotta think of how I'm going to properly do it. Because something that's bugging me that I don't know how I'm going to do this. Because I want the video to be both a sequel and a standalone. A sequel to the first Gurren Lagann video, but a standalone where the previous one doesn't matter. So I might do some things that are highly similar, and I don't want people to go, hey, you already said this, or did this, or talked about this. Yes, I know, but the message is still important. TYBW. What's the TY... Is that the final arc? TYBW? I can't remember what that is. Yu Yu Hakusho... I did do Yu Yu Hakusho, and I did love it, but I don't know how I would make a video of it, because it's not the same scale of love as the Epic of Dragon Ball. Inuyasha I never finished. It was one of those shows where I liked it, and I watched it whenever it was on Toonami, but I was never a hardcore follower. If there's going to be... Yeah, 1,000 Year Blood War. That's what I thought. If I'm going to do another epic, it's going to be the Epic of Attack on Titan, and it's not going to be of this length. It'll be at most 3 videos. But it'll be a vastly different feel. But I don't even know, because I'm guessing it'll be like this, where the script is going to evolve a lot as I make the video. Because for the Epic of Attack on Titan, there's going to be a lot of, let's call it, real world influence. Because I'm going to be talking a lot about the hero's journey and asking the tough questions. For example, talking about, oh, my brain broke. What was his name? Not Levi, the commander. Oh, come on. It's on the tip of my tongue. Irwin. Irwin Taicho! So he did a lot of stuff where he sacrificed a lot of innocent people's lives. Was he wrong? He killed innocent people. He threw his own men into the meat grinder. He let civilians who had nothing to do with anything to do with this die for the sake of taking one more step towards freedom. Listen to the way I'm saying all that, and I'm asking, was he wrong? That is not a question that's going to gain me much popularity. Because we have all watched the good old television. Oh, hi. I'm being joined by a cat. Yeah, meow. Because we've all watched the fun little shows where the hero has to make a sacrifice, but he doesn't actually make a sacrifice. Nobody ever asks those type of tough questions. Would you sacrifice 100 to save 1,000? Or even better, would you sacrifice 1,000 to maybe save everybody else? Even though that maybe has not worked out for the past, 100 years. It's not an easy thing to think about. And then I bring it back around to some real world stuff, and but that's for another time. Clarence, thank you for joining us. I forgot to actually welcome you in. Oh, that is good tea. So, now we get a couple more people in chat. How is everybody doing? Give me your thoughts on the video and the Epic of Dragon Ball entire series. Because I'm assuming the people here have watched it from beginning to end. And I want to hear other people's thoughts on it. Again, there's a 15-second delay in between when I say something and when the chat actually hears it. So I'm going to have to work with that. Also, is chats popping up on screen? I forgot to pay attention to that. I can actually... What is this? Ooh. I'll worry about that later. Let me give this a test. I gotta wait 15 seconds for it to actually pop up. Maybe even longer. Yep, looks like it pops up. Fantastic. Okay. The series was phenomenal, so good. Your storytelling is very good and easy to understand. It was really enjoyable, that journey. Yes, chat pops up on stream, but that delay is annoying. Yep, not much blame YouTube. It's an issue I am positive they can fix, because, Twitch fixed it. But YouTube seems to not want to actually do that. Thank you for the kind words. I try to do what I can to break things down in a way that people would understand. There was a lot of stuff I took out that was based around my own personal life. I did a lot of stuff where I connected what was going on in the show to my personal beliefs, things in my own life, but I took all that stuff out because I did not want to make it about me, or anything of the sort. The montage for Vegeta in Part 4, and the montage for Goku in Part 7, both of those were not in the original script. But I felt like both of those characters needed to have their own section to talk about who they were. And I am incredibly happy with how Goku especially turned out. I really felt like I nailed what makes Goku such a good character. All this crap about, oh, Goku just always comes in to save the day, he's a Mary Sue, blah blah blah. It never really doesn't feel good. No, that's not the right word. It doesn't feel like the right type of word to describe who Goku is. Can I do Hunter x Hunter? I have seen Hunter x Hunter, but I don't think I can make the series like this. There's also an issue of time and focus. Like, this series took 4 years to complete. Granted, a big portion of that was, you know, I had to fit in like an hour in between work and more work. Granted, I have more flexibility now, but especially with the business, my focus is kind of shifting. Mr. Clarence, what do you mean? I smelled intersectional feminism in my video, or something else? Goku getting to a peak of stupid that will make him insufferable. A lot of people say that Goku was dumber than Super. I'm not sure. I could have brought that up at some point, but I don't think he was necessarily dumber. I think in the original American changes, they took away a lot of his stupidity. And so when it came back, a lot of people didn't realize that. Tien had a lot of potential to be a great character. Yes, he did. He had a lot of potential to be a great character. I was upset with how they did him dirty in in the Tournament of Power. He should have had his moment to shine. Actually, quickly before I forget, while keeping all this up, okay, give me a second, because with all of these overlays, oh, I can probably just do this, can't I? Yes. Alright. So, everybody, the Dragon's Treasure is brought to you by the Dragon's Treasure. Fancy that. A haven for anime and tea lovers. This is what keeps the lights on, keeps my cats happy and fat. Oh, they're cuddling again. And what lets me do the things that I wish to do. The best way to support is a Dragon's Wings membership. Click on that. Oh, sure, take your time. I'm not logged in. Good. For the intersectional feminism thing, I don't... What did you see it in Super? I personally did not see it, but maybe I just missed it because I was too busy oohing and awing. I have a site. Yep, this is my business. A haven for anime and tea lovers, just like so. So Dragon's Wings is the best way to support me. You know, different levels, $5, $10, $20. If you're a tea drinker, you get discounts and a bunch of other nice little things. Most importantly, over here in, where is it? There it is. Members only update page, which I cannot go to because I'm not logged in right now. You shall not pass. You get updates to everything that's going on. Ah! What did that mean again? I think somebody subscribed. Thank you to whoever subscribed. I forgot what my alerts meant. Because I switched them up earlier this morning. Some of you might have seen me accidentally go live because YouTube likes to change things at random. Anyway, I lost my my thought. Did I draw them? I did. Go back. I did not draw those. My artist drew those. The same person who was helping me make. Dragonfire. Who was helping me make all of these characters for the upcoming webcomic, including waifus. Look, everybody, waifus. Everybody loves waifus. Give me your money. She is the one who made those. I actually have to get back to it because we're still finishing the backgrounds and needs to be some edits to a couple of them, and then blah blah blah. But anyway, so if you don't want to just throw mindless money at me, even though it's not mindless, it helps me do all that I do, you can also sign up for Tea of the Month. You can choose what size, if it's loose leaf or pre-bagged, and every week, 2 weeks, or a month, you get a free, not free, but you're paying for it, but you have a tea delivered to your door. Yujiro himself approves. Can't wait for webcomic. Thank you. It's going a bit slower than I hoped, but what I hope, especially with the Dragon's Wings membership, is to get to a financial point where I can hire her. She can leave the job she currently has, because I'll pay her equal to that job and more. This is the tea I'm drinking right here, the Elden tea. If those sane girls, those level up. Clarence, I just saw your comments. That's the thing. They sucked at combat. That was one of the things. That's why Goku was beating the crap out of Caulifla. Even though she was Super Saiyan 2 and he was normal level. It's because she sucked. She was incompetent in combat. But like I said in the video, I did enjoy them. What I didn't enjoy was the tingly back. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's enough shilling, I think. Let's go back to the original screen. So I got 3 screens open, window captured. Bam. Okay. And so, yeah. Enjoy... How do I want to say this? It's so annoying I have to hold myself back and not talk the way I usually do on a stream. Keeping away all that foul language. Enjoy the videos that we have now. There will be more coming. Kale has a lot of potential to become very strong if the angels train them or something. Yes. I hope to see more of them. Dragon Ball has a habit of making really awesome characters almost every time. Like every character Dragon Ball makes is in some way memorable. Even the Ginyu Force. The Ginyu Force is supposed to be just like a throwaway group because they don't matter. They were just like an in-between thing to show how strong Goku was. But still, everybody knows him and loves him and poses like them. That's the power Akira Toriyama has. But yes, there will be more videos, obviously. It's just a question of how much more stable can I make my business so I can better focus on said videos. It took me a while. If some of you were following me in 2018, 2019, I kept saying how I could work on a lot more videos if I had a lot more time, and that actually happened. Are you caught up with the manga? Yes, I am. Completely caught up. I read it every time it comes out within the first 5 minutes that it releases. Yeah, so now I have more time to do videos, and I have been doing more stuff with videos. But I do also still have to do things like pay rent and grow the business. So again, go to dragonstorture.com, sign up for the Dragon's Wings membership, you get access to early access videos. Come by the Discord as well. If you guys don't know, I have a Discord. I post a lot of stuff there, including behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, kind of rambling, I know. How strong do you think Frieza is now? I'm not going to talk about that right now because spoilers, but it was a really fun development that I did not expect. I do think Frieza was at least over 9,000 in terms of power level. At least. How strong? Who knows? How long has the stream been going? 30 minutes. Not bad at all. And I've already finished my tea because I don't pay attention. Yeah, check out. Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on a second. Let me go back to, because there's a couple other things I want to promote. Go back here. Channel dashboard. Okay, go to my channel. Well, I already talked about this, but store. All the keys are listed. It just takes you to my website. This is not exactly a a high-tech thing, but whatever. If you want, you can also join a membership here. And as you can see, 3 days ago I posted the Epic of Dragon Ball Part 7 for members to see. But let me go to videos real quick. Click on the video. Pause! No, pause. Go to any video, including this video. So again, I have Tea of the Month, Dragon Swing subscription, Tea of the Month again. Okay. Discord. The Discord link is listed right on the description itself. Donate directly. Also, my gaming channel, which I have not done anything with for how long now? 7 months? 15 subscribers to Dragon's Games. Basically, I want to make a channel just for the games, because some people just don't care about Let's Plays. In fact, when I began doing this Let's Play, I lost like 50 subscribers. So I want people to sign up to this because in most likely February, there's going to be a game coming out. Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Oh, was it Fallen Dynasty? I forget. Hold on a second. Wulong. Yep, Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I'm going to be live streaming this game because if you don't know, I am a huge Three Kingdoms fanatic. I love that period in history. I love all the games. I love it when it pops up. I love the characters, especially as the real life. I love Zhuge Liang. It's a big love of mine. And this is basically going to be a Souls-like game based in the Three Kingdoms period. So I get to fight people like Lu Bu and whatnot, and I am just excited. Clarence. If Tien trained his whole life for combat, sucks so hard, such a tournament, how the hell those girls fared? Saiyans. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, I keep agreeing. They should have done more with Tien. I like Tien because of how technical he is and the way he fights. They need to do more with that. But at this point, honestly, I don't think I want them to do more with the side characters. You've never heard of the Three Kingdoms? Oh, young man, you are missing out. So yeah, this is the game I want to play. If I play this, would I end up getting a copyright strike? I don't know. You know what? This stream is not going to make me thousands of dollars. Let's go ahead and watch this. Pause. Go back here. Boom. Boom. From the top.
Rest until the enemy has fallen. I cannot understand how one as strong as you could have gone unnoticed. Your force was like that of a dragon soaring heavenward.
You know, maybe I'm not going to get a strike because that quality was so god-awful, no system is going to pick up anything. Anyway, when this game comes out next year, most likely February, we don't know, early 2023, but this the company, Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo, they have a habit of releasing games in February, so most likely then. So I want to live stream me playing this because you're going to see me getting all giddy and screechy and excited running into my favorite characters from the Three Kingdoms. So Mr. Nightcore, if you don't know, the Three Kingdoms period was an actual period in China around 200 something AD. I'm bad with the specific dates. It's based on real life people, real life events. The main book is called Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and it took the events that happened and just romanticized them a little bit. But the events that happened in that, how long was it, like 100-year span, was just some of the most amazing events in human history. I mean, all of freaking human history that it makes me sad and more people don't know about it. Something I'm actually doing very slowly because it's very low on my importance list is I'm writing a book based on the Three Kingdoms period, but I am culturally appropriating it. I'm changing the characters' names and the location to be more Western to make people get into the story. What my ideal hope is that through the story I am writing, which I'm basically just copy-pasting and doing some of my own edits, I'm hoping people learn about this thing from me so they can start studying it and seeing the characters and seeing the awesome stuff they have done. Yeah, Lu Bu was an actual character. Lu Bu was an actual person in Romance of the Three Kingdoms. He was the most powerful warrior in that time. But he was also kind of dumb and evil. But he was still an excellent warrior. They had a saying back then, among men, Lu Bu. Among horses, Red Hair. Because Red Hair was the name of his horse. And his prowess in battle was unbelievable. And some of his feats of strength and skill is just stuff of legend. If it comes out. Yeah, don't hold your breath. If it does come out, it's not going to be this year. Probably next year. Like I said, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should... I don't know if people are going to like me saying this, but maybe I should cut back a little bit on the YouTube video so I can focus more on the book itself. Because honestly, I'm having fun writing it. And having me develop the characters in their own personas while still being the main characters is... Yeah, 222 to 280. It's been a fun experience. Alright, let's get back to the lo-fi hip-hop music. You know what else I'm going to do? Zhuge Liang. A statesman. Was a Chinese statesman and military strategist. Let me tell you one story. Well, actually, let me tell you two stories. This is one of the best strategists and generals who has ever lived in any period of history. There's two stories from him that I absolutely love. So in one of them, him and his army and the people on his side were on one side of the river. On the other side of the river was the enemy. I'm not going to get detailed into all the specifics. Just know Zhuge Liang was on side A and the enemies were on side B. On side A, Zhuge Liang's side, there was a general who really did not like him for stupid reasons. So he gave Zhuge Liang the task. And again, this is real. This is not romanticized. This is documented as what happened. He said, make 100,000 arrows within 10 days. And if you don't, you're out of the army. Because he wanted... sorry, let me focus. I'm looking at chat too much. So he's told to make the 100,000 arrows in 10 days because nobody could do that. That was impossible, especially back then. And so that was his way of getting rid of Zhuge Liang. Zhuge Liang produced 100,000 arrows in 3 days. And what he did was he waited, and he told the soldiers to make straw men and decorate the boats on their side of the river with straw. On day 3, a fog rolled around, a thick, heavy fog. So Zhuge Liang took the boats towards the other side of the river, towards the enemies. The enemies saw the boats. Because it was foggy, they couldn't see that the soldiers, quote unquote, were just straw men, and the boats were just full of straw. So they unleashed all of their arrows, all 100,000 plus. And those arrows hit the straw men, hit the straw boats, and Zhuge Liang just turned around and took all those arrows back to his side of the river. And that's how he produced 100,000 arrows. He took it from the enemy. It was a fantastic, fantastic moment. And it's those type of things I love. The other story. So a lot of things happened. Zhuge Liang was left guarding a fort with very few people. And there was an army of like 100,000 or 10,000 or however many thousand of people coming towards him. You know, it was a small town, fortified town, but it was small, a bunch of sickly people, and only a handful of soldiers. He knew the enemy was coming. So what he did was he flung the doors to the fortress wide open. And he sat on top of the fortress, in plain view, playing his lute. Or the flute, I forgot. He was playing some instrument. So the enemy strategist, with his army of 10,000 people, came on by and saw this of a deserted town with only a few people seen here and there, soldiers, but people nonetheless, and Zhuge Liang just playing his instruments without a care in the world. The enemy strategist looked at this and said, "This is not right. This is a trap. Zhuge Liang is trying to lure us into the town. That's why the gates are open. Let's turn away, because if we stay here, we're going to be caught in a trap." And so he turned away. Zhuge Liang played mind games with him, made him think that it was a trap, and really, they were actually fucked. Damn it. I was doing so good with not using the F word in this stream. I'm getting better at it. So yeah, that's the type of person Zhuge Liang was. And the Three Kingdoms is just full of stories like that. It was an amazing period in time. So I'm going to be playing the hell out of that game. Whew, okay. That's enough for that window. Actually, while I'm at it, Guan Yu. Hold on, let me go back to that. As you can see, I wanted a certain figure of Guan Yu. I wonder if I can find at least a picture of it or something here. Guan Yu playing Go figure. I'll tell this story as well. Well, it's not a figure, but at least it's an image of it. There it is. That's what I want. If anybody wants to be a pal, do me a favor and buy this for me. It's only $800. But I would appreciate it if you bought this for me. So the story of this man in green, his name is Guan Yu. He was such an awesome, awesome man that they basically turned him into a deity. You see this? The statue of Guan Yu. Look at how big this is. This is in China. You see these? This is a tent right here. See if I can make it bigger. Look at the size of this thing. This is a tent. Look at the trees. Look at how giant this statue is. That's how much they idolized this awesome, awesome man. Why is he so awesome, you ask? Well, you know what? Play it. Play it. There's a lot of things you can play. Give me a second. Open up Steam. Actually, I got it set to Windows, so you can't. So it's not going to matter. Oops. Dynasty Warriors. play this game right here. A series of Japanese hack and slash video games. It's very loosely, but still somewhat based on the history of the Three Kingdoms. So you can get an idea of what happened. But anyway, this man was so loyal and just so awesome that people make statues this giant of him. They turn him into a deity of loyalty. What is this DSP stream? Yeah, if you guys want me to continue to stream, somebody's gonna have to buy me this statue. It's only $800, but I need to feed my cats. And if you expect me to feed my cats, you gotta buy me this statue, guys. It's just the way it is. I don't know what else to tell you. So what happened in this scene, or this actual moment in history? He got shot in the arm by a poisonous arrow. I am a little god, yes. So what happened here? He got shot in the arm with a poisonous arrow. In order for them to save his life, they had to perform emergency bone surgery. This is in 200 AD. There was no anesthesia during this time. And so what Guan Yu did was he said, just begin the surgery. Start digging into the bone, digging into my flesh with your scalpel, cut out my flesh, the one that's been poisoned. And while you do that, I'm going to play this game of Go. And so while they were performing surgery on him, he was playing this damn game against people. I think he even won. I can't remember. And so this is one of the moments where you know that this man is just unbelievably epic. Because I played this game, not very well, but I played this game, and if I get people cutting into my flesh with a scalpel, I would not be able to focus enough to play the game. And he was also drinking wine, but I don't know how much wine can hide the pain. So look at him, scalpel cutting it up. Look at this man. Look at that. Look at this glorious beard. God bless the man, his beard. And I guess you can you move him? You must be able to move him, but he doesn't have joints. How does this work? I don't quite understand how this works. Because he doesn't have joints. So how is he able to move like that? There he is again, riding red hair. Lubu also rode red hair. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Why is this sponsored items customers also bought? I don't care. Underwear briefs, thongs. Why? Piss off, you little shits. I just want you to know about the Guan Yu statue. You may also like, no, none of this. Okay, most of this is not actually bad, but come on. God damn. Okay. Squinting look, okay. Newly developed male body with seamless upper body. Okay, interchangeable. So I'm assuming you can take them out. Interesting. Green bloomers. That's exactly what I wanted. Soldiers. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that comes with this. If I had expendable income to buy this, I would. I'm just gonna say it right out because this isn't just something fun to look at. What this is to me is inspiration. Those ad based off your searches. Well, these. No, I am not searching anything like this. This is insulting. Puh, I disavow. Oh, what is this? More Guan Yu statue. Ooh. And this is his. Oh, I have a keychain of his dragon halberd. And this is. If I can fight Guan Yu in the Wulong game that's coming up, I'm assuming I can get his halberd. That's gonna be my main weapon. Anyway, what this is to me is inspiration. Like in my Gurren Lagann video, he is one of my kaminas, one of my people that I look up to. A man who was able to have surgery performed on him while playing the game of Go. And as the stories say, he did not so much as wince while this was happening. He was just playing the game like normal. So he is one of the people that I aspire to be, at least in terms of characteristics of his archetype. So let me do this. Guan Yu, statue of Guan Yu. Guan Yu, deity. Oops, I spelled that wrong. How Guan Yu became China's god of war. Warrior god also known as Duke Guan. He's worshipped in Hong Kong by police, gangsters, and businessmen alike. Can I get like a Wikipedia article that explains a little bit? Also Guan Yu, also okay. China's god of war, okay. Guan Yu Gundam. I also wish I could have met him. He's not even the only character, so I've covered Zhuge Liang and Guan Yu. There's other characters which I would have loved to have met in this period. Not only natural favorite of soldiers, chosen patroness new to trades and professions. The mortal who became Guan Di after death is said by tradition to have been a peddler of bean curd early in life. I forgot about this. Lived in the shoulders of the three kingdoms. Romanticized. Sort of a Chinese Robin Hood? What? Nothing against Robin Hood. Robin Hood was a good character, but Guan Yu didn't. He wasn't a Robin Hood. He didn't steal from the rich to give to the poor. That's not his character. That's not what he did. Magistrate, carry off young girl, came to rescue and killed the man, fleeing for his life. Yep. I got this. Well, this is obviously mythology here, but that doesn't make him Robin Hood. That's just silly. What do you think? You're into a video. Why do I think? Honestly, yeah, Sugar's really common. I think it blew up in the same month that my tea store blew up. And it's probably thanks to the drunken lawyer, Nick Ricada, who promoted my store. And I think from there, people found my YouTube channel. But that's the only guess I have. I don't know. It had 2 moments of blowing up. That was the first time. And the second time is when it went from, 10,000 subs or 10,000 views to over 1 million. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't have any guess. I don't have any metrics that tell me where the people came from. I think people just liked it. Same with Gurren Lagann. Came with 3K, captured, okay. He wasn't captured and executed, he was just executed on the field of battle. Okay, this is an awful... You guys suck. This is one of the reasons why I talk about people who just study things on the internet are so fucking wrong so many times. Sorry, I swore, but obviously I'm passionate about this guy. He's kind of like a waifu. Anyway, this is wrong. He wasn't captured and executed. He died after being betrayed on the field of battle. He's not like a Chinese Robin Hood. This is dumb. Like, it's just not... It's not what happened. So piss off, Britannica. You little shits. Ironic. Both police and triads bow to statues of Guan Yu before going on respective missions. There we go. Signifying loyalty, righteousness, benevolence, bravery, and credibility. He was a man of impeccable nature. He was genuinely one of the greatest people to have ever lived. Just by his character alone, let alone the fact that he was known as the God of War. What's going on, chat? Let me see. Yes, you need to watch Gurren Lagann. Stop putting it off. But yes, Guan Yu is a wonderful person from Chinese history. I think you would like Drifters, the anime, historical. I watched it. I watched the first couple of episodes. I couldn't get into it. Something about it did not sit well with me. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah. I tried. Oh. Alright. That last little spurt got me a little bit fatigued. We've gotten kind of into the weeds, but it's not a bad thing. So I think that pretty much wraps this up. Unless anybody has any other questions and comments, speak now or forever hold your peace as I continue to ramble. Thank you all who have joined us on this wonderful adventure. I'm going to go out to eat to celebrate the conclusion of the Epic of Dragon Ball. And I genuinely hope, I think you just like the art style. Maybe it was the art style, I don't even remember. I genuinely hope I have taken some people who did not view Dragon Ball the way I did and viewed it as just like a shitty anime. And I hope they changed the way they view it. But for everybody else, it's been about an hour. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. Thank you for joining me on the premiere. It means a lot. It really does to see that I'm reaching some people with what I'm trying to get across. Look forward to next videos. Come to the Discord. Sign up for the gaming channel. Again, all links are in the description, so look at the description to get all those links. And yes. That'll do it. I can't even find the... there it is. Alright, thank you all, and I will see you next time.